Just waiting for it to connect to YouTube real quick. All right. What's up, my dudes? My dudettes, my dudenaries. Welcome to the stream. Tonight we're going to make an attempt to finish the rest of Danganronpa Antebellum Lockdown's daily life for Chapter 2. Tonight, we're gonna try to anyways. I have no idea how much time we have left, but if we don't finish it tonight, we're probably gonna continue this on the 29th. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a two-parter or three-parter. Theoretically, it's probably gonna end up being a four-parter. I say theoretically because for the chapter 1 daily life, it took us if I'm remembering correctly, 2 streams for 4 hours, and apparently the daily life for this one is twice as long. Yep, Among Us and Apple Juice. Yesterday's Among Us and today's Apple Juice glitch. I don't. Oh man, it still annoys me because I really did want to do the free time event with Amelia. Hey, Dragon Wolf. Hey, Joshua. I really wanted to do the free time event with Amelia, but since the game glitched out, even though I got the apple juice for her, we can't just continue. We can't do the free time event. I don't know. Should we go back and pull up the YouTube video and then do it on stream? I'm not sure. Also, another thing, nice art. Thank you. Still so confused on the apple juice soft lock. How does that happen? Honestly, even I don't know. I don't know how that happened either. But I'm not even sure. I did report it. I already did report the issue. I don't know if they're gonna end up fixing that glitch in the next update or something for I don't know, future people, but I'm struggling to I'm trying to think right now whether or not I should just pull up the YouTube video. I'm not just remind me later when we complete all of the chapter 2 daily life if we have extra time to pull up the YouTube video and then we could do that Amelia event, just react to it on YouTube because that's what I wanted to do, but since the game glitched out, we're actually completely incapable of doing it. Some other things I wanted to update you guys on real quick. Stream scheduling wise, tomorrow we're going to be continuing 100 Line Last Defense Academy. We're going to play it for 4 hours. And then I'm going to release the poll for the 30th, for the November 30th stream, whether or not we're going to continue playing 100 Line Last Defense Academy or if we're just going to move it to the Saturday slot and then start a new series. And then next week, we're gonna do the Deadly Life on the 28th of Tetra Danganronpa Blue, Chapter 2. We're gonna react to that. Next Saturday, if we don't finish the Daily Life for Antebellum this stream, then we're gonna finish it on the 29th. If not, we're gonna play Zenless Zone Zero. We'll know after this stream. And then on the 30th, it's either going to be a new series or 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Also, really like the character concept. It may or may not have helped solve your gender crisis. Really? Really? Huh. Well, I'm glad to have accidentally somehow helped. Did you do a research on what a gender girl means? After that, I didn't actually think that was gonna pop up, but I mean, that's kind of interesting to hear, actually. Happy to help, I guess. I mean, that's not going to be an official character in alpha. I have quite a few character concepts that I have both still saved on my amino in previous Fangan projects that I've concepts that I had, and then some just miscellaneous ideas I had, and that was one of the miscellaneous ideas I had in my head. Momo, as I like to call her, her, them, goes by they, she, as I like to call them, is basically one of the concepts. Deadass Lamayo. You did research in the past, but not the exact term. The post just made it click. Wow. All right. Well, happy to help. Never thought that would happen, but yeah. Wanted to give him almost the punkish bunny motif, but they were actually kind of more, I want to say, Chiyaki like almost, where they kind of like are like, imagine Chiyaki if she was also kind of like an amnesiac and more socially awkward. It's kind of like that. Once again, this was just a character concept idea I had. I might not flesh it out more. I might not, may or may not put them in like a future Danganronpa Fangame series, but it was just like a concept I wanted to get on paper. Once again, there's like another concept I wanted to get on paper, which is like the rhythm motion gamer, which is like, you know, people like someone who specializes in like games like Just Dance and like Dance Dance Revolution, that sort of thing, you know? Um but yeah, I'm kind of like more focused on trying to get the cast that I already have written for, you know, like get their designs done. I'm gonna try to get the game started in the background here. While we're here, um, I have a Discord and a channel page in the description down below. And I'm still trying to hit that goal for Twitch and YouTube. Um, for Twitch, we're at 28 followers last I checked, and on YouTube, we're at 304 subscribers. Once we hit 30 followers on Twitch and 500 subscribers on YouTube, I'm planning on like hosting an event slash like a stream where we all play Danganronpa Carnage together, and that's basically the plan. All right, what's the sound mixing like? I'm gonna turn it up to 25 actually. Danganronpa Lockdown Chapter 2 has already been good so far. Yeah, honestly, yeah, it is pretty good so far. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, come on. Hold on, I think my hotkeys just completely reset again. Hold on, now I gotta fix that. Every time my computer, like, resets, I gotta, like, reset my hotkeys real quick. Sorry, give me a minute here. Wait, actually, now that I think about it, hold on, I gotta use the numbers, because if I use these ones... Hold on. Because, like, if I use the, other numbers, it might affect how I play the game. I'm gonna have to fix all this. Gonna have to fix all this after the stream. Sorry, give me a minute here. It's like after every time it updates. All right, let's see. Does it work now? Okay, hotkeys work now. All right, cool. So I think we should be fine. Hopefully we should be fine now. Alright, now call me stubborn, but I'm gonna try the apple juice again, see if the soft lock still happens. I should probably talk to her first. What the hell do you want? Should I try talking to Amelia? She let out a sigh, narrowing her eyes at me. We're gonna try this again. If it glitches out again, after, like, trying to re-download the game and also, you know, resetting my laptop, then I don't think we're gonna be able to fix it. Because YouTube video, it works fine, but here it's just not working. I don't really know what you're hoping to get out of this. I'm not going to tell you anything. I know, I just wonder if you're lonely here by yourself. Even if I was, I certainly don't need the company of pretentious ultimate scum. Well, whatever you say. She hesitated for a moment, looking me up and down. If you have literally nothing else to do, you could at least make yourself useful. Huh? Apple juice. Give me some apple juice. I want some. Well, that's an order from your warden. Obey it and don't ask questions. All right, you don't need to tell me twice. I wondered for a brief moment why she couldn't just get it herself, but I wasn't going to question it. She seemed pretty snappy about it. You know what? That is also a good point. Is she not allowed to leave the warden's office at all? Out of curiosity? Probably. One thing was clear. If I wanted to get any information out of her, I'd probably have to bring her that apple juice. Right. Okay, if this doesn't work, we might just hang out with Maiko. Refrigerated goods, we got enough here to last a long time. Was that not where the apple juice was last time? Hello? Oh wait, no, it's right here. Ah, there's some apple juice in here. Let me pour Amelia a glass. Pretty lazy she couldn't do it herself, but I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to get on her bad side. Okay. Let's see if it will work. I only now notice the lighting effects on the shadow. I don't know why. I just find that little detail cool. Alright, here's your apple juice. Hold on. I see her move when I hit enter. Okay, yeah, it's definitely bugging then. I don't think it's gonna be fixed. Alright, so I guess we're hanging out with Maiko. Maiko, are you doing okay? How are you holding up considering the motive?
Oh, Shinku, I'm okay. I think I'll be fine. Although I might need some help with my dare later if you don't mind.
What is your dare?
Although, no worries if not. I really don't want to be a bother. Not at all.
Hey, no matter what it is you need, you can come talk to me, okay? I want to be there for you no matter what. We're friends, Maiko, friend-zoned.
Shinku, you really are the best ever in the whole wide world. I love you so much. You're way too kind to me.
Is this a new sprite? Maiko flung her arms around me and hugged me tightly, basically nuzzling her cheek into mine. Hey, hang on. This is a bit much. I'm not your boyfriend, Maiko. Come on.
Yeah, no way. You're way more important to me than any dumb boyfriend would be.
Jeez.
Huh? Did I say something wrong?
No. It's fine. I hope you'll be okay today. Let me know if you need anything.
Well, I'm a little lonely right now, honestly. I'm just trying to psych myself up for later. So, if you're free, would you mind staying and talking to me for a little bit? You really don't have to if you don't want to, really.
I'd be happy to. Friendship W. Yep, friendship W. Of course, anytime. I've been missing hanging out with you, honestly. I don't know why, but I'd feel guilty not hanging out with her after what happened with Lyra this morning. I felt like I'd let Maiko down somehow.
Really? Okay, thanks so much. You're the best, Shinku.
You've already said that. Come on, she really does love bomb people a lot. I feel like she's definitely very much a people pleaser. I've become increasingly overprotective of Maiko since her attempt. I suppose it was only natural. But it had also meant I found myself abiding by Dr. Elenis's guidelines of not talking about her crime or verdict almost to a T. Almost. While it prevented conflict in the short term and kept Maiko fairly happy, I knew I couldn't keep it up forever. That would hardly be good for her. That is true. I feel like completely avoiding it all the time is not good. But considering the last time Yume, I feel like this is like, you gotta like approach the topic gently. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I thought perhaps we'd be able to have a productive but stable conversation about it if I just approached her gently about it one step at a time. I just had to be careful about the angle I took with this. Hey, Maiko, I was wondering.
What's up, Shishi? Did I do something wrong?
Immediately! Alright, well, I guess we gotta retreat. No, not at all. I was just wondering how you were holding up with, your corrupt verdict.
Oh.
We're all doing the best we can help you. Oh, we can to help you physically. I was just wondering if you're doing okay, emotionally. It's a lot to process.
Well, I guess it could be worse, but to tell you the truth,
You tried to take your own life.
I'm really not doing all that great, Chinku.
I could have guessed. Yeah, I figured. No, I don't like how Shinku and I are in sync with this. Your friendship is about being able to have the hard conversations. You can't really call up people forever, unfortunately. That is true. That is true. You gotta have, like, the hard conversations. But considering that she also tried to take her own life almost immediately after following her verdict, we do gotta be a bit careful.
For the longest time, the only thing that was keeping me going was the idea that if I tried hard enough, if I kept her in my life, Yue would eventually forgive me.
She really meant that much to you, huh?
Of course. I didn't see any value in my own life. I saw mine as a lost cause.
Yeah, it's a difficult balancing act to keep, and like what I said before, God.
So I placed all my value in her and her life.
But you weren't a lost cause. You're an ultimate, Maiko. That has to mean something.
Yeah, but, I only really got my title because I had absolutely nothing else going on. No friends, no hobbies, no other jobs. I could do voice acting almost 24/7 because I didn't have anything else.
You're still the ultimate voice actress, though. Not everyone could just be the ultimate voice actress. God.
That and the fact I could speak English meant I could do both Japanese and English dubs. I was just useful.
Oh yeah, biracial. That's terribly impressive in its own right. I think you're really underplaying yourself here. Yeah, you know 2 languages, Maiko.
Maybe, but I guess I've never really thought about it all that hard. Yuri's life just seemed more exciting to me. She had more than her talent. She'd made it in every single aspect I hadn't. That's why it really did keep me going to know I could get her back. But even a rotten girl like me could have someone as lovely and successful as her take care about me, even after seeing the worst parts of me.
I don't know how much she really cared for her at the end, but...
So, when I got that corrupt verdict, it was a major wake-up call. I knew deep down Yue would never ever forgive me, but I didn't want to admit it. But I was forced to confront that I completely messed everything up. I couldn't deny it with that many people telling me I was wrong.
You weren't even close to the 50-50 like the other two. Jesus.
It made me realize she was never coming back, and I didn't want to live in the world without Yue.
But there's so much of life outside of Yue, says the guy who wrote a fan fiction about Yue, and one where his character was sold as a slave to her. Well, not really slave, but you know what I mean.
Maybe in your life, Shinku. Maybe in a normal person's life. But I'm not really a normal person, am I? I had nothing outside of her. All the best parts of me were from her.
Now that's just silly. You still had your talent. How excited you get when you talk about your interests.
If those parts of me are nice, why didn't anyone care about me? Why was I only ever an afterthought to people?
You was a cringe teenager though, lol. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, but never got out of the cringe teenager phase. I guess with both of them. Both Maiko and Dracul and Shinku, in all honesty.
It's because I always go too far with things. I always push it to the extreme. Yui was the first person to be my friend, despite how weird I was. Despite how different I was. God, she must have been... She really was your light then. And I couldn't just be normal about it. Of course not. It was so nice to feel loved. I wanted to return that love and care I felt tenfold. It was a wonderful thing to finally feel like you belong with someone, like you're cared for. I wanted to give it back however I could. I felt so excited and happy to finally feel like I belonged, like I had a place where I wasn't just intruding. It was overwhelming. I felt everything way too strongly. I just wanted her to feel just how appreciative I was. I loved her so much that I wanted her to feel the same level of euphoria and joy I felt when I was around her. I wanted to repay her for giving me a place where I felt I could just be me. I felt if I couldn't repay her somehow, I didn't deserve to feel half as happy as I did. But I took it too far, like I always do.
Yeah, you tend to latch onto people pretty quickly. I've noticed. Shinku!
Can you blame me? It's not really not. Oh, it's really not all that often someone gives me a chance. The only thing I really felt was good about myself for the longest time is how much I loved people. I thought when people gave me a chance, I could be a pretty good friend. Although my love is too much, isn't it?
Well, it did get quite a few people hurt, didn't it? Probably not the best way to, like, show off your love to someone else.
Shinku, whose side are you on here?
Maiko, this isn't a personal attack on you. I just need you to understand here.
Well, I already do. I know it was bad. I know, but I didn't mean for it to go that far. My intentions were good. I did it because I cared so much.
You probably shouldn't have done it, though, still.
Is it wrong to care, to love, to want the best for someone?
No, it's not. That's not the part that's wrong. It's the fact that you hurt other people in order to get it, though. Or to show your love, though. You don't show love by bringing other people down.
None of my actions were really, really bad. I can't deny I had good intentions.
But if you really loved her, you would have respected her wishes, let her rise up on her own, and just support her that way. Why did you feel the need to interfere? If you were so invested in her, surely you'd know that's not what you wanted.
I guess I saw it as my dream as well. Her success, that is.
Right, because Yue is also biracial.
I wanted her to rise up more than anything in the world. A world where Yue was number one was a world I could understand, because it would be how my reality was. I think part of me thought it would make me feel special as well, being connected to someone that successful. Not to mention, the more popular she was, the more I could connect with others about how much she inspired us.
That's a fandom thing.
But I guess that desire to share her dream was one-sided. I think I saw it so much as my dream as well that I thought, that I saw me doing things to help her climb the ranks as just an extension of her own actions.
Intention and action are two different things, and I don't think she fully gets it. Yeah, that is true. I don't think she fully gets that, like, it's fine to have, like she did have good intentions. She just went about it all in the wrong way.
You have to understand, after a certain point, I hated being myself. Hated being Molly or Micah or anything like that. It was easier to be an extension of Yue, a part of her. It made me feel like I was living life properly. It made it so I didn't have to think about myself. I think I just got a little lost in it.
And I think that's a real shame.
Huh?
Your late teens and young adulthood is where you really start to figure things out. Figure out the kind of person you are. I think if you just let yourself just be you in those years, lived with yourself, then maybe you would have realized there are a lot of good parts about you.
I don't think I'd still be alive if I just lived with myself. No way.
Maiko.
Anyway, how about we talk about something else for a bit? This is making me making me a little bit anxious. I'd really like it if we could chat about something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry for pushing it.
It's okay. I really don't like talking about it or thinking about it. I'd rather just focus on the here and now, if that's okay.
Of course. I was admittedly very nervous for Maiko going forward. I knew she wanted to dodge the subject, but it was clear to me she held a lot of fairly unhealthy worldviews. Yeah. This FTE really called me out. So did Amelia's, honestly. I need to do Amelia's FTE. We're probably going to do that. Just remind me to do that. When we finish the daily life, we can go back and watch the YouTube video and see what Amelia's event was about. Will I play the creator's other game at some point? Oh, you're talking about the other original Antebellum? I'm putting it as a question mark. It is in my circle. It is in my mind. I am interested to see what the original was like. I think right now it's probably going to be put on the back burner, but I am thinking about it. Because, like, it is a canceled project of this, and this is, like, the reboot. And it's probably going to be, like, the completed version, so... It'd be interesting to see what the original story was like. Sorry. I wonder if after seeing how much harm her love for someone caused in the past, if she even felt that she had the right to love again. God. Or maybe she needed to love someone else, base her own worth on someone else, to focus on something else, as to not have to face her own reality. Ellipses. Ah, she really was quite similar to you, wasn't she? Yeah, Dracul again. Friendship, substitute. Why would you call it that? Why would you call it that, game? Why would you call it substitute? After we lost Dracul, are you serious? That's evil. The afternoon came without much fanfare. Most others were busy around the prison doing their various dares. You greatly prefer lockdown, but you will ever thank the OG for giving us Lyra and his mini? Oh, yeah, I guess those two probably were in the original. You know what? Maybe the cast did change a lot. I know some of the cast became extras. Is there a character in this cast that is purely part of this cast and was never part of the original Antebellum? I was still a little upset that I hadn't gotten the chance to complete mine, but perhaps it was better to just take the embarrassment of my secret being outed. It wasn't like it was anything bad. God, I just remembered that we were supposed to give our fan fiction to Zeke in order to hide the fact that we wrote fan fiction about Yue. God. Zeke and Fu are new additions. Really? Zeke seems so central, so I'm kind of surprised that he's a new addition. Are you sure he's not like a repurposed character from like Antebellum? Like, you know, one of the old characters, one or two of the old characters just mashed up into one, or completely new? Same thing, same question goes to Fu. It feels like Z is so central to this one. That's honestly genuinely a surprise to me. But it was pretty embarrassing. And there was one person who I thought might raise a few eyebrows and all, considering it is you. She knew Yue. Oh boy. She's gonna take that one in two ways. Like, you like Yue too? Or the other way, where she just shuts us out. My thoughts were interrupted by a small knocking at my door. Is everything okay?
Oh, Shingo, you've got to help me. Please, pretty please, with a cherry on top. I'll do anything. Just please help me. Please.
Speak of the devil? You think Zeke takes a bit from Amelia, actually? Might just be you? Okay, now I'm curious. Wait, hold on. Was Amelia a participant before? I think we established that, maybe. Did we establish that last stream? Was Amelia a participant before becoming, I guess, kind of like the warden mastermind? If you compare the OG game to Lockdown, the characters' personalities are very different. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if, like, the core concept of the characters were still the same, though. Speak of the devil. Ah, Maiko, it's good to see you. Is everything all right?
No.
What's up?
I can't explain.
Terror stuff, I'm guessing. She nodded a little bit, looking up at me with her big, dumb puppy eyes. Amelia was a participant. She was close to mint. Really? Alright, once again, there's a lot of interesting things that I'm learning about Antebellum and how stuff was repurposed from Lockdown.
I need you to come with me, okay? I'm sure you'll get it when we're there.
Alright, I'll try to help as best I can, but no promises.
Really? Thank you. You're the best, Shinku.
You might want to save your fangs until after I've actually done something. I might not be able to help here, sorry. My nose is a little stuffy.
Well, even in just having you there will help. I'm sure of it.
Whatever you say. I followed Maiko to the canteen. As we went, her apprehension was slowly rising. It was clear to me she was a little embarrassed to ask for help. I just reckoned that if I wasn't going to complete my own there, I might as well help others with theirs. But when we entered the canteen, both of us paused, hearing stifled crying from one of the tables. Oh. Is it Taka? It's Taka.
Is he okay? Should we say something?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Taka was sitting by the table, holding a cup in his hand, shaking hands, looking down at it and grimacing. Do they want him to kill one of the tadpoles? Taka, is everything okay? As soon as we said that, Taka turned around to look at us and almost immediately started crying hysterically. No, this is awful. I can't do this. There's no way.
Hey, it's okay. What were they trying to...
Maiko cautiously stepped over to him and seemed to freeze as she saw what was in the cup. Oh.
Hey, it's okay. They can't even feel pain, can they?
What are we looking at? I can't do it. I just can't. It's not worth it. I don't care what you all think of me tomorrow. I can't. Were they trying to make him drink whatever was in that cup? Is it a tadpole? Maybe we could dilute it with something? I approached the cup and picked it up, my eyes growing wide at what was inside of it. A small, alive guppy fish. Oh, after what they did to his pet fish, too, is a crazy thing to make him do. Jesus, this is the first dare, by the way, for him. Wait, where did you even find this? In the courtyard pond, where we found the frogs. I started going to watch them and feed them when I needed company. Huh. Does Taka not have a lot of friends, I guess? Or I'd frankly rather dive and swallow a fish whole, and Taka actually briefly considered it. What could his truth possibly be? What was I gonna say? I wonder if he has just many friends his age, or if Asuga was like his only friend his age. If the pet fish was like, you know, his hostage. He probably doesn't even have that good of a relationship with his parents if that's the case as well. Do you think he's similar to Shiba in that case? Like a child star kind of forced to continue being in the spotlight sort of thing? I feel like he does genuinely enjoy the spotlight, though. Could still be a mixture of both. And the closest thing he had to like an actual friend would be his pet fish. I wanted to keep one in my cell, but I was worried about Ismini destroying it. But my dare this morning, it was...
But wait, don't say it. You could get punished.
And from this, we could put the pieces together well enough without him spelling it out for us. They're making you do something like that? Taka nodded solemnly. But I can't. I just can't. There's no way.
It's totally messed up that they're making you do something like that in the first place. That's leagues darker than my first dare.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy first dare to make. The runners of this game have to be transphobic, because there's no way that this, I'm pretty sure, cisgender women still have like the amount of space, like even if it's trashed and they lost all the stuff in their dorms, there's no way they have that much space, and they leave Taka with like a small 1x1 square block of space. These guys are transphobic. Either that, like we asked Mana Neko, sorry, a bit just came to mind. We asked Mana Neko about it. Mana Neko's like, what are you talking about? And everyone turns to Ismini, who's just suspiciously holding like construction tools. Ismini was the one who made the additions of like walls and just made the room infinitely smaller for Taka. Like he went that far with the bullying within the first month. Just completely unhinged. I've only just started making progress with getting the others to like me again. I don't want something to come out about me that'll change that, but this is totally sick. I can't do this. Jesus, I'm sure people understand. Your truth can't be that bad. How could it possibly be that bad, Taka? It's so pathetic. Well, it's the nicest way to say we've already seen just how pathetic Taka can be by this point. Shinku! Whatever it is, I'm sure there's worse things, I promise you.
Yeah, and Lori's holding the morning meetings, specifically so we can discuss the truths. I'm sure you can explain then.
I just don't want Suki to hate me. It all surrounds Suki. So that was the root of the things here. Yeah. Honestly, I think they'd hate you more if you went through with this there. It's pretty messed up. Then I really can't do it. Not to Boy. You named the fish Boy? There's no way. I'll just have to bear a little more scrutiny. I should be used to it by now. It's fine. After all, Izmini did walk into my cell with construction tools and just shrunk my room down to a 1x1 square block. You already named it? I think I'm gonna release him back into the pond. I'll be back in a little bit. Taka solemnly walked out with the cup holding the guppy fish, his hands still shaking.
Do you seriously think they're gonna make him swallow it? That's crazy.
Please don't tell me yours is anything as serious as that.
No, it's nowhere near that level. I don't know why on earth Taka got something like that. They hate Taka. They hate him. They are transphobic as hell.
It's like the wardens are trying to make things worse for him. Oh, wait, hold on. Didn't the people who work for Taka pay for him to be here? Do you think they're still paying for stuff like that? Do you think Amelia is just looking at, like, you know, the bribe that's coming from, like, the people who are screwed over by Taka outside the killing game? And then they she sees that as, like, his there that they want him to do. And she's just staring at it and she's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Well, maybe.
Funny, they hate this man when the killing game is arguably worse than anything he's done. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That is true.
Well, maybe. It's probably wrong, but I wonder if they're trying to intentionally provoke him more than the others.
What do you mean? They're just rage baiting him.
Well, think about it. The episodes of anime that get the most views and traction are the ones where characters really go through it, you know?
I guess that's why people like Danganronpa a lot.
People love watching misery. It makes them feel better about their own lives in comparison.
Maiko, that's okay. Well, now I'm not on your side because no, I don't. I think it's more so like the risk of like something good being taken away. Maiko calling me out. Stop. Oh, God. Maiko is in our head. Dracul is in our head. Maiko is in our head.
I think for a while, after his correct verdict, Taka was like that. He just kept getting kicked down. It probably made for good content.
You know what? That is a good point, actually. You gotta think, for a little while, he was the only corrupt prisoner, right? So he was probably the only one getting tortured before now.
And you know, he's starting to make friends again.
Who? Sorry.
Starting to better himself, even making some first steps with Asuga. But that's not what brings in the views, is it?
I guess the audience initially decided that he was corrupt. The wardens are doing anything they can to make redeeming himself difficult for him. If he showed more personal growth than those who were voted worthy, it would sort of make their voting system fall apart, wouldn't it? That is true.
I wonder if they're gonna start doing the same sort of thing for me soon. I mean, all of you have been so nice to me since, you know. It almost feels like I'm being protected from my verdict. It makes me scared to try to actually think about things and do better. I think if I do, I'll no longer be half as safe as I am now. Not even if it's worth to try to do better. I'm always, always, always gonna be like this.
That's not true. Maiko, if you have that mindset, then
I'm 28, Shinku. If I'm still like this, then I think I've long passed the point of no return.
you still have so much life ahead of you. You're still in your 20s, even if it is the late 20s.
And if I have nothing to show for it, Yui doesn't even care about me. I don't have a partner. I have no close friends. I'm not moved out, and I can't even...
Before Maiko could continue on one of her usual spirals, she seemed to be reminded of something, stopping herself.
Right, my dare.
God, she just keeps avoiding thinking too deeply about stuff. Maiko directed me towards the kitchen area of the canteen, where various mismatched ingredients had been laid out on the counters.
It was a little hard to get these all. I had to ask for help from Laura, but even so, I got shocked a few times.
God.
At least it seems just for the day I could touch the appliances without getting shocked. It's just weird they didn't do the same for the ingredients.
That is, do you have to cook? Is that you're there? She looked back at the ingredients and then to me, her eyes wide and desperate. She couldn't say what her dare was out loud for obvious reasons, but her expression and the ingredients made it clear what she was meant to do. You seriously need help with that?
Shinku, you promised not to judge.
Sorry, I'm just confused. I think I'm missing something here. Is your dare seriously just cooking? She does not know how to cook. Well, that was a stupid question. She couldn't exactly confirm or deny it, but the ashamed look in her eyes as she averted them from me and stared at the ground said everything.
I usually just make instant noodles or pop down and get myself something from the konbini. It's easier, and besides, I don't really know how to. My mama never really did it herself, and as I got older, it felt embarrassing to ask since it felt like something I should just know how to do.
Ugh. God, I kind of feel that because I barely know how to cook. I can barely cook eggs. I can cook eggs and I can toss a salad, and that's it. And make sandwiches. That's it.
And now it's just embarrassing to admit. What sort of failure of an adult can't even...
You could just Google it. Well, not here. She trailed off for a moment before looking at me, grabbing my hands.
The point is, please help me. I don't want to accidentally burn everything down or...
Hey. I'm sure you won't. You cooked with the Suga and Takiko before, no? You did that just fine. I don't see how this should be any different. Yeah, you did do that.
Well,
Does reading a bunch of dialogue in these games make me tired? Not really. Sometimes, I guess. It's more of the effort of, like, you know, reading a lot in one sitting, which is why I have that 2-hour break so I can, like, decompress a bit. You know, that sort of thing. But I think it's just because, like, I woke up pretty early this morning, 2 hours before my alarm, and struggled to go back to sleep, and also the combination of just my nose being a bit stuffy, because it's getting colder now.
They did most of the work, if I'm being honest. I was only really there because I liked being around them, so... I wasn't really trusted to do a lot of the work. Taki had so much experience cooking for her sister, and Sugi cooked in it for their troop. They were the experts. I kind of just felt like I was there for more support.
I see. Well, hey, it's never too late to learn a new skill, is it? If I'm being honest, I'm not really the greatest cook myself. My father did most of the cooking for me, even as an adult. So we can learn together, all right? Together.
Really? Are you sure? Completely and absolutely?
Yeah, no promises. It'll be good, though. This is kind of like the blind leading the blind.
Well, I don't mind. It's a lot less scary when you have someone else when someone else is also learning with you.
I I feel that.
Besides, it makes me feel better to know other adults don't have all this stuff entirely figured out either.
It would probably still be for the best if we got someone who knew what they were doing to help, though. Yeah, we probably should get like Asuga, Takiko, or I guess literally anyone else here to help us. Then somebody call for an expert. Or Taka, I guess. A voice echoed throughout the canteen as Taka slammed open both of the double doors, returning from the courtyard, having overheard at least the tail end of our conversation. Taka! He seemed to be doing a lot better after he released the fish. It was like a weight had been lifted from his shoulders. He still seemed anxious, but I was certain that some kind of distraction would probably do him good right now. Wait, Taka, do you know how to... Why, of course. I've hosted plenty of cooking shows. I'm practically as short as Gordon Ramsay with better hair. That's a crazy thing to say. Sure. If you're looking for help, I'm your guy. I'm sure we can make the most scrumdiddlyumptious snack together. That's a promise.
Really? I mean, you don't have to help. I don't really want to be a bother.
You're literally bothering me with this. Nonsense. If my reputation's going down the drain again tomorrow anyway, I might as well help pull someone else out of the gutter and prove that I'm serious about wanting to do better. Redemption arc, let's go. Well, if you insist, I'm just surprised you know how to do this. Let's begin. There's no time like the present. Taka hopped over the counter and joined us, seemingly overjoyed to be able to help people for once. He had a dumb smile on his face as he perused the ingredients Micah had laid out, deliberating in his mind what could be made for them before he clicked his fingers.
Ah, I've got it. Places, everyone.
Huh? Okay.
He really is going to do it like a cooking show, isn't he? Taka got us all into position and cleared his throat, getting ready to instruct us. Oh my god, we're getting more CGs. This is cute.
Hey, my friend.
But it also is making me anxious.
We are going to be making a humble bowl of spaghetti. This one's a classic.
Alright, we're just making spaghetti. Oh my god, why? No! Why? Sorry, this just reminded me of Nichiguchi. God damn it. No!
Ooh, I don't have a lot of Italian food. Where do we start?
To start,
Shinky poo.
Chip chop.
How do you want me to cut them?
Anyway,
With a knife.
Onion boy.
Onion boy.
Do we also need some garlic?
Yes, that's garlic. I was getting to that. You do the garlic as well. Yes, yes.
Taka, do you even know how to cook? Like, actually know how to cook? Or...
What should I do?
You, my dear, have an incredibly important job. Boil the water.
God.
Boiling the water may seem simple at a first glance, but don't underestimate it. In order to boil the water, you need to learn how to
Taka!
turn on the stove. It may seem easy, but it took me weeks
Taka!
master. All those knobs and settings can be intimidating at first.
God, Taka might be the... In terms of knowing how to cook, Taka at this point might be like the dumbest one in the room when we're being led by him. It's the blind lead. It really is the blind leading the blind. We're so cooked. The building, the whole prison is going down.
I would do it myself, but you know, I don't want to get shot. I'm sure you don't either. If you're too scared, you could just ask Shinku.
Oh, I can do that easy.
What?
Click. That was simple. Whew. It's nice not getting shocked for once.
Maiko.
It appears you do have some mastery over the stove, but don't get cocky.
Taka!
So I just put the pasta in the water.
Taka, the boy failure. Yeah, God.
Precisely. How perceptive of you. Now,
Onion
onion boy.
boy. Shinku.
They are chopped, but pretty uneven.
Well, that's not the only thing that's chopped.
Don't you worry, they're not the
No,
only
Taka!
in this room. Man, I don't mean it.
I don't mean me. Taka! Taka seemed to take a pause, as if he was waiting for a laugh track or something. He ended up just standing there until things got awkward. Taka!
Anyway, now those are chopped. Let's toss them in the pan.
Taka threw my onions and garlic in the pan of boiling water. That's not. I'm sorry. Isn't that supposed to be a pot?
Is that right?
No, probably not there.
You do need to cook them, no?
Yeah, but like in a frying pan and not the pot.
Don't
Or that.
they usually go in the sauce?
Yeah, like when you're. Yeah, the pan with the sauce in it that you.
It's for tenderizing them. Yes, we're boiling the onions and garlic too.
Taka has no idea what he's doing. But it is an interesting process.
Oh, I see. Smart. They
That
also
is-
season the pasta in the process like this, don't they? That's pretty genius, actually.
Michael! God.
Yes. To be a good cook, you do need to be a little unconventional. Think outside the box.
I guess. Sure, even Shinku knows. Shinku knows. I was really starting to doubt Taka's cooking expertise, but who was I to say anything? God, we all have aprons like this? What's going on here?
For the rest of the sauce, smash some tomatoes, you two.
God.
With our hands?
Yes.
Maybe wash our hands even before this?
Smash them with your fists. Think about something that's just in your
We're getting a lot of CGs with these three, and I'm starting to get concerned.
Tastes spicier.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, me and Shinku. I started crushing the tomatoes with my fist, but was swiftly interrupted.
Oh, no, not like that. Not at all.
Cut. Taka!
Say what makes you angry as you crush them. Otherwise, it won't work.
I really don't think that.
Unfinished fix!
Michael! Before I could finish my sentence, Maiko was already passionately yelling as she smashed the tomatoes. Maiko! Wait, shouldn't she be getting tased? Whatever. God.
Yes, just like that.
Yuri being overshadowed by Yaoi!
You know what? Maiko's pretty based, actually. Maiko's actually pretty fucking based.
Non-mirrored RP literacy!
God.
Early casting!
Yeah.
More.
Teachers who treated me different because I was mixed!
Okay, this is getting personal.
Being seen as too ugly for TV!
People consider you ugly? You look good, Maiko. What are they talking about? Before I knew it, there was tomato juice all over the kitchen walls.
Whew, that was cathartic.
just get this girl a punching bag and she'll be fine for the rest of her life. Oh, that's all she needed to vent her emotions. Just a literal punching bag.
Shigu, you try.
Maiko is so real for the Yuri comment. Yeah, that's true. I say as a yaoi enjoyer, yep. She's literally me. I enjoy yaoi and Yuri. I am not I'm not completely ashamed. I'm not ashamed enough to admit. All right.
People advertising their books with ship dynamics?
God, that is annoying.
Oh, good one! I hate that!
Maiko.
I need more passion, more anger. Let it all out.
People misinterpreting my characters.
Yeah, that's also kind of annoying.
Ezekiel.
Just Ezekiel. It's the unconscious bias biting me hard. True.
More.
Just Ezekiel.
Ezekiel blaming me for Mit's murder just because I'm
Dude.
greedy of him and Jakul.
No. Oh boy, this got a bit too personal as well. Like even Maiko and God.
Him removing my agency as a person and thinking I'm just someone Iz drags around.
God.
Him acting like he's the only
Oh
one
God,
who's
the music
allowed
stopped.
to be affected by what happened.
Before I knew it, my hands were stained with the red, sticky tomato juice. I hadn't expected that to come out.
Whoa. Shinku, do you need to talk?
You were talking about before, like, you being treated differently by your teachers because you were a mixed kid.
Oh, that's a bit deeper than I.
Oh boy. God,
Sorry
Chico looks like an
about
absolute
that.
demon.
Should we take a quick pause to?
No, we're good. Let's move on to the next step.
Chico's not okay. No one in this room is okay. No one in this building is okay.
Right.
I forgot he has stars in his eyes.
Be done. This should be our final step.
Sorry, I just saw their faces in the background. Oh my god.
I hate this part.
You're
How
not
do I
gonna
handle this?
You're not gonna put your hand in the boiling pot of water, right? We're gonna use a strainer? Taka? Taka rolled up his sleeves and oh boy. Taka! Taka! No! Taka plunged his hands directly into the boiling, bubbling water to grab the pasta directly out in one big handful.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Stop!
Even Maiko knows that's not right.
Taka, Jesus, stop!
Dude.
Don't worry, guys. I got it.
Taka! I love Taka so much. Please. You've been getting a lot of CJs this chapter, and I'm starting to get concerned. He dumped the pasta onto the plate, a dumb grin on his face despite the tears in his eyes.
Your hand! Oh my gosh! Come here!
Michael grabbed Taka's hand and ran under cold water as quickly as she could, clearly panicking. God,
Don't you worry. It's just a regular part of cooking.
we have a strainer. Don't we have a strainer?
A nicely cooked pasta is worth it. Although I wish there was an easier way to do it.
It's called a strainer.
You could use
Yeah.
a strainer to separate the pasta from the boiling water?
The ellipses after that. Taka's eyes seem to twitch a little bit.
How did I never think of that?
Taka!
Taka, I don't want to be rude or doubt you or anything here, but do you actually know how to cook?
We're asking this now. Taka! Taka!
I just thought I could probably figure it out. I have hosted a bunch of cooking shows and
Oh my god.
the same thing as cooking myself.
Did you not see other people cook in those cooking shows?
Taka.
Shinku.
I was right. Our spaghetti is finished. Bon appetit.
God, Taka. I scrapped the rushed up tomatoes on top of the slightly undercooked garlicky and oniony pasta. In Taka's defense, it almost looked like real spaghetti. Almost. If spaghetti didn't have meatballs. We kind of forgot about that. Or seasoning. Or if you didn't really know what spaghetti was. Well, spaghetti and meatball, like, it's called spaghetti and meatballs. It wouldn't be, meatballs is a separate dish, technically. So technically speaking, it is spaghetti, still. Well, regardless, I think we all learned a lot today. Isn't that what counts?
Well, we did make something edible at the very least. I see that as a win.
Right, who wants the honors of trying it first? He's not even confident in it. We all fell silent, but slowly both Maiko and Taka's eyes gravitated towards me. No, thank you. I think Taka should have the honors. It was his recipe after all. Well, it was your first time making spaghetti, so really it should be you. Hey, it was also Maiko's. Why should I have to eat it?
Well, it could be your reward for helping me.
Reward? Don't be rude about it, Jingu. This is practically our child. Taka! Before I could protest any further, Michael loaded up a small forkful of the spaghetti and held it up to my mouth, the spaghetti being in quotation marks.
Say, Shinku. No, no way. I'm not doing it first. I'm not doing it. Not first. Here comes the airplane.
It's gonna crash if I have any say in it.
Oh, come on, Shinku. Please. For me?
Why would you call food your child? A lot of people call art their babies, and if we talk in terms of culinary art, when she looked at me with those stupid eyes, I couldn't say no. Okay, fine. I winced and closed my eyes. As the spaghetti was forced into my mouth, I took a dreaded bite and... Hey, it's not that bad, honestly. Huh? Really? Why are you so surprised? Yeah, it's a little cooked, but the tomatoes taste really fresh. Boiling the... we didn't even cook the tomatoes. We just tossed them on top of the spaghetti after crushing them. Jesus. Boiling the onions and garlic with the pasta also gives it a very subtle but pretty nice taste.
Wait, are you serious? Let me have a taste.
She took the fork out of my hands, scooped up some for herself. As she took a bite, her eyes lit up a little. Same fork, by the way.
Whoa, we really made that. We managed to cook something together.
Together. She let out a squeak of delight. She handed the dish to Taka.
You have to try.
You're not mad at me for lying.
Oh, don't worry about that. Just have a taste.
Taka took a small bite, and then, like a hungry puppy, started taking another and another, eating as much as he could. I suppose he probably gave his breakfast this morning to whoever had been guarding food the night prior, so he was likely hungry. My finger misclicked. Massive W? Yep. This is really good. I expected it to only be half edible, but this is more like 3/4 edible. I never thought I could make something like this.
It's kind of funny how out of everyone in the prison, we ended up with the 3 who didn't know how to cook trying to make something together.
Yeah, good point. Oh, I'm certain there's more than 3 of us. Really? Think about it. Most ultimates get their talents pretty early in life, or are at least made to focus on it, and nothing else for most their teenage and young adult years. You know what? That is a good point. Typically, you just don't have time to cook. Usually work or other priorities take over. I certainly never had the time. That does track. And even if I did, I never saw much reason to bother. I always hired people to cook for me.
I guess you're right.
It's kind of crazy how we're meant to be seen as beacons of hope and inspiration, but most of us are so focused on our talents we don't even really learn to take care of ourselves. It was only really when I saw how hard Sugi worked to cook for their troupe that I even considered learning. Their food was always way better than whatever my cooks made me. Oh, Sugi makes the best miso soup ever. It's so salty. It's just the best. I try to get my cooks to make it, but they're always complaining about how too much salt will kill me and me. Taka. And when I was complaining about it to Lori, she agreed. Can you believe it? I think everyone is just concerned for your health, Taka. They're not trying to spite you. Oh, I know. That's why I'm so shocked. Lori agreed. It made me really happy, honestly. Lori agreed. Lori really does care about Taka, huh?
Huh?
Well, having too much salt only really affects you when you're way older. It's a long-term health issue, true. Having her worry about things like that, it reminds me that she does genuinely believe we have a future in the long term. That we aren't just gonna die here, so it's worth taking care of ourselves. Not to mention, it's nice to be reminded how much she really does care about all of us. About our lives after this is all over. And it is going to be over.
She really genuinely believes that?
Of course. So you should believe it too. Trust me, I'm an inside source. I can't say much, but her plans are going just swimmingly. I fully believe she'll find a way out soon. God, he puts a lot of faith on Lori. That's why it's worth skipping out on that salty miso soup, even if it is delicious. It's worth learning to cook. It's worth taking care of ourselves. The character development. When you make your grand re-entrance in the real world, things are going to be different. They may not be great, but you'll find a way to navigate things. For example, I'm definitely not going to find a chef willing to work for me after my crime reveal. But that's okay. I can learn how to cook. I'll cook things just as tasty as Sugi's salty miso soup. Things that are good for me. So even if things are hard when we get out, I'll have a long life left to figure it out. Taka, you probably should not be saying this. We're still in chapter 2, and you're getting a lot of CGs and focus. You should not be saying this. Taka, shush. And I want to shush. Taka. And I want to live a long life, to live it better than I have so far. I'm sure you two can relate, can't you? You're talking to someone who's tried to take their own life, so don't give up, all right? Or you're trying to encourage her. Maiko's gaze lingered on Taka, hesitating for a bit. Something shifting in her.
How can you be so optimistic when we've all been so cruel to you? You didn't get any special treatment after your verdict like I did, but still, despite being kicked down so much, you just always seem to get up.
Well, I know someone who would do the same, and I admire them quite a bit. It's either Sugi or Lori. It could be both. Probably Sugi, though. And I think I've always admired them because they were everything I was and was not, but always wanted to be. Sugi. But there really wasn't anything stopping me from being like them, was there? I was just scared to leave my status quo. Scared to leave what I've always known. Huh. I wonder if there's a slight parallel between him and Sugi and Maiko and Yue. Maybe? Or at least a parallel in the fact that they were friends and like one of the friends wished that they were more like the other one, yeah? And also being scared of leaving their status quo. What they know. I want to be the kind of person they are proud of. Someone worthy of being cared about despite all the wrong I've done. This hits different after doing Maiko's free time event. Holy shit, Taka. And you can't do that if you just ignore all the wrong. Even if it is way easier to brush it all under the rug and move on. So even if it's scary, I know things need to change. And I'm lucky Lori has given me that space. Or Lori. And you've been given that space as well, alright? So don't just throw it away. No. That won't do anyone any good.
Hey, but you're young, Taka. I'm just scared. I don't want to think about it. I know I did wrong. I know. I don't even know where to start. And every time I think about how much Yue must hate me, I feel sick to my stomach and I get paranoid and everything just gets swirly and I don't want to think about it.
Hey, Maiko, breathe. Take your time. Sorry, did I go too far? I know Lori set up the policy we're not meant to talk about a crime, but...
I'm sorry.
Hey, deep breaths in, deep breaths out.
Man, we just go back to my cell. I think I need a bit.
Of course. Let me help you there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to... It's fine, Taka. Let's just get her to her cell, okay? Right. Molly avoiding accountability with another... Oh, God. Fuck off. I saw with another panic attack and the eye roll. Fuck off, man. After doing a quick cleanup of the kitchen as the only one there who wouldn't get shocked touching certain appliances, I walked with Taka and Maiko back to the cell block. Yeah, chat when I get you. I knew Taka had good intentions. Until Maiko actually faced what she'd done, we'd made no progress, but maybe Lara was right. A killing game isn't exactly the prime space for self-improvement. I get that. I do get that, but if not now, when? I couldn't fault Maiko for not making massive self-improvements when she was already going through so much. That, yeah, the verdict isn't helping. But it got to the point to where I couldn't help but think of how much of her incompetence was genuine. Either way, we went to take her back to her cell. But on the way, we were stopped, observing a strange altercation occurring in the common room.
Oi, stop that!
I just don't see what the big deal is. It's just a bunch of frogs. It's not like I'm accusing him for all his actions or anything. Come on, Taki,
What's your problem?
You're sweeping everything under the rug. All of it. He took a stance and I respected it. You know why? Because he was responsible. He's careless, Suki. He hurts people. You said it yourself. He's just so short-sighted. I just don't understand why you of all people are defending him after everything he's put you through. You took a stab wound for him and yet you're acting like you still owe him something. Are you serious? I'm not. Can you listen? Oh, can I? Really? That's what you're asking? Really? You're asking me that when I haven't spent ages listening to you complain about him.